Hello, and welcome to the first episode of 2020. We're in the future now. It is a brand new year. We're going to be reviewing new movies from a new year. But instead of doing that for the first episode, we're going to be covering some garbage.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ah, speaking of garbage, hello there. Is that you? Garbage man that looks a lot like Santa?
Yes, it is me. Happy New Year. The doors are locked.
Oh,
the
crap.
windows are barred.
Oh,
there is
okay.
no getting out of this house. Why am I introducing a story to this special?
Absolutely.
There's no getting out of this house.
What?
I am forcing you to watch trashy movies.
What could these be? Appropriately New Year's themed movies?
The Santa Claus 2 and 3 is what we'll start off
What?
with.
Oh, I guess that explains the whole Santa Claus
Yeah,
thing.
we're watching Santa Claus sequels.
Oh. Where did the trash man go?
I'm here.
Oh, you're right there. Sorry, I
I'm
didn't
just gonna
see
go
you.
out for a smoke. Goodbye.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh no, we're trapped. We're trapped.
Yeah,
in
we're
the house.
we're trapped in the house.
Oh wow, what are we doing? Also happy birthday.
Oh yeah, it's my birthday.
Tomorrow.
A day.
Of the day of release.
So yeah.
Most people listen to this the day after it was released. So
Yep.
Happy birthday.
That would be my day.
Should
Can you figure it out?
I guess we should go and watch the Santa Claus 2 and then come back.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
We don't sound excited at all.
Yeah, okay, we just watched it.
Yep. Okay, we're back in the cage. Garbage claws.
Still locked in the house.
Yep.
Yeah, Santa Claus is forcing us to watch bad
Yep.
movies
He's
about
finished
himself.
Hey, Bad Claus was in this movie, in
Claus was in
fact.
this
He's
film.
actually, spoilers for the Santa Claus 2.
No one cares.
He's
Good
made
spoilers.
of plastic.
Yeah, it's got evil fascist Santa.
Yes.
Yeah, we watched the Santa Claus 2 from 2002.
Anyway.
Look, I like that the cast were back.
Yes.
That was good.
I was first impressions, honestly, I was impressed.
Yes.
I thought this movie was going to be a lot worse than it was.
Yeah.
It was bad, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
I think it was just as bad as the first one.
Yeah, no, once again, I will give it the golden turd of that Christmas movies are, which is half the lines are brilliant and actually really good lines.
Okay.
Which I go, hey, that was a good line.
That was a good moment.
And
Okay.
then immediately in the next scene, they ruin it with something awful.
That happens a lot. That
like
happens
the
a lot.
goddamn reindeer.
We'll talk about that.
Why?
So the plot of Santa Claus 2 is he's got to get married or else he's going to stop becoming
Yes,
Santa
it's
Claus.
called the Mrs. Claus.
Yes.
Because the joke in the first movie is they've got the Santa Claus,
The clause where he's got to become Santa.
which is a pun on his name, Santa Claus, but there's also Mrs. Claus, so they can make a pun on that.
He's got to get a Mrs. Santa Claus.
Yes, he's got to get married, otherwise he can't be Santa.
Also, his son from the first one, same actor by the way,
Yep.
is on the naughty list. Nothing comes of it.
Nope. It's just a random plot line. In fact, I don't know why you mentioned it.
No, it's not
It's
important.
so unimportant. I mean, it's got a...
It's important for the
relatively-
first arc.
Yeah,
I mean, the first
it's like the first quarter.
act. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
That's a thing.
I think this film started off rocky. Then after about 20 minutes, I started to get into it. And then
I
the last
disagree.
act I thought was really just not very good.
I think it was rocky the whole way through, but also stable. Like, these movies go up and down literally constantly.
Oh,
There's no stable bit
No.
where there's good and then there's bad. It's always just up and down and up and down
constantly
and
up
up
and
and down. And that's what makes a good golden turn. Is where they have great lines. Like, they're talking about how Tim Allen knows that she's been naughty, knows that she'll be nice because he's always looking and watching, and then the ex-husband is like, you know what, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that was good.
Have you ever thought about that being creepy? And I was like,
liked,
yes, classic line. Thank you for mentioning that.
I liked everything with the stepdad. The stepdad was great.
Stepdad's always great.
The son was interesting because on one hand, I'm happy that they got the same actor back. On the other hand, he now looks absolutely nothing like his two parents.
Yes. He could look like the mum a bit. Unless they made it,
Yeah.
it ain't the real thing.
True.
So it's forgivable in my book.
true.
And that's the least of my
Alright.
concerns.
The
My
most
more
of your
concerns are the deer.
the reindeer.
They are literally the worst things about both the movies.
Oh, they're not bad. They're bad in the first one, but they're not like absolutely awful.
They are the worst thing. Yes, but they're still the worst thing in those movies.
Yeah, but they're not as prevalent as they are.
Yes.
In this one.
Well, yes, but there's more of the deer fart jokes in the first one.
It's true.
They only made one fart joke.
I think I prefer deer fart jokes compared to deer have their own language now.
No, well, they had sort of it in the first one, but they didn't stress it. There was just like the deer made noise and Santa could understand. Whereas in this one, it was more like they were talking.
They wanted to sell toys. But yeah, the reindeers, they talk in a mix of Simlish and Jawa speak.
Yep.
It's bad.
It's bad. No. And look, they made noises in the first one. That was fine. They made more fart jokes, which hurt.
Mm-hmm.
They made less in this movie, but they had more CGI reindeer goofing about.
I think the reindeer were mostly either stop motion or puppets.
And I'll agree, the puppetry's quite good for the deer.
It's
I
fine.
think the puppetry of the deer is actually quite good.
Yeah.
The CGI of the deer sucks, and I hate it.
Yeah, the CGI all throughout this is awful.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, it's a 2000 film.
2000.
You know, the special effects aren't going to be up to snuff.
How
That's
much
fine.
did it cost? It cost them 65 million. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah, they spent more on this, and you can tell, but the sets were good.
The sets were good.
Yeah, like this, the North Pole set was really nice.
Yeah, that's.
I also love the periscope scene at the very start.
I didn't like the intro.
What do you mean? That was great.
Nah, I'm not a fan.
But what was the problem? What did you not like?
This is dumb.
Like the rest of the entire film.
Yeah,
Sancho.
I remembered what I was getting into, and I was like, oh no. And then it started to even out.
Okay,
Because I prefer Tim Allen looking like Tim Allen doing Santa things than Tim Allen being
he does
Santa
that during the movie.
Around the elves. I prefer him around the citizens of the earth compared to the elves. I just prefer
What are the elves? They're not citizens of the earth.
No,
Sancho?
they're weird kid aliens, and I don't like them. Quite frankly, I think Fascist Santa had a point.
Wow.
I liked all the new mythical characters they introduced. Mother Earth was there, Cupid was there, Tooth Fairy.
So
Easter Bunny for some reason.
a bit like the
Rise of the Guardians.
Rise of the Guardians, yes. Which, funnily enough, I haven't seen but heard good things about.
I saw
which
it
is weird.
6-something years ago, and it was fine.
It was fine. Okay, yeah.
It's okay for what it is. It's alright. Yeah.
They didn't have Jack Frost, which is interesting.
Jack Frost is in 3. Jack Frost
is he?
in 3.
Great.
Which we're about to get
I'm
into.
looking forward to it.
Should we rate 2 and move on?
Yeah, I think that's good. I will rate it a golden turd once again. There was a lot of good jokes which I like. I can't go like he has to pull out his tooth.
Yes.
To summon the Tooth Fairy.
They do this twice.
Yeah, well, they did. The second time is off screen.
I was also not in the room when that
happened.
happened.
You missed it completely. I had to tell you about it, and it was fine.
Yeah.
It was just.
So. I love the actor who plays Tooth Fairy though. He's so good.
Yeah, he's great. The Molinator.
Yeah, he's trying to change his name to
the Molinator.
Just so good.
It's good. Again, good. Mm-hmm. But they try and pull out Tim Allen's tooth, and then the stepdad wakes up because they're making a lot of rain. And it's like, what are you doing? And cut to next scene where the stepdad and mum are trying to help
him
pull out a tooth. And I was like, hey, that's pretty good.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. So I'm going to rate it a 3 out of 5.
I'm going to rate this Fascist Santa had a point, which evens out to an oldie, because that's a bad opinion. All
the elves.
All right. Well,
wow.
Well, what are we doing next, Santa? I'll tell you what. You're gonna do Santa Claus 3 from 2006. Let's go watch it.
More drinks.
Well, I can now say that I've watched every Santa Claus film.
Yep, you could certainly say that. Wow. Okay.
We just saw the Santa Claus 3. The
Yep.
Escapes Clause. So this film's about, hey, Mrs. Claus is pregnant, and also Jack Frost, played by Martin Short, is like, I want to be Santa.
Which is fair. That's fair.
Over the course of an hour, he eventually becomes Santa, and then it's just Shrek 4 until the end of the film.
Yep. But
Also, the in-laws are in the North
Yeah,
Pole, and they tell them it's not the North Pole, it's Canada.
yes, and they make fun of Canada for an hour.
Look, let's start with positives. One, This is a really good kids film. I think if you're a kid,
So was
you'd
the
like
rest
this.
of the films.
Exactly, they're all good kids films. Two,
Yep.
pretty decent end to the trilogy.
Yep. That is fair. That is a fair way to end it.
Three, Tim Allen's good,
Yep, he's always
and Martin
good.
Short's good.
Yeah,
The step-parents
villain
are
wasn't
great.
bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
other step-parents, yeah.
All the acting's, pretty decent. Negatives, the plot.
Yeah, the plot's not great. I like the concept. The execution's not so great.
No.
I like the idea that Frost takes over and he just makes it a corporate Christmas.
I really like that.
So hey, maybe we're living in the timeline where Frost is in charge.
Probably,
You know?
most likely. Except he's throwing concerts. I don't think we're quite there yet.
Well, no, we're not there yet, but we're getting there at that point. We've got
Imagine
lots of corporate and...
Imagine if Kanye became Santa. Or president, really, either.
both at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
One day a year, president has to go away because he's got to deliver
Now,
presents.
there's a film concept.
Less reindeer, thank God.
That was good. The parts the reindeer were in were full of fart jokes.
Yes.
Which was just the
They
one scene
crammed
they
it
were
in,
in.
which was really annoying, but they didn't have it for the rest of the movie, so good, positive. Bad, it just felt sort of stale at this point.
Yeah.
It was really like they had run out of things to do and just were like making a third movie.
Which is
to
weird
finish it
because,
off.
like, in terms of the writing team, the Santa Claus 2 had, like,
Yeah.
5 writers. This has got 2.
Yeah.
That could be a part of it. This was also
yeah,
made
I
for
feel-
literally a tenth of the budget of 2.
Yeah, and
So-
I feel like it definitely shows, although they are using the same set they had before. I
All
think
the
they
sets are
reused
back.
a lot of assets and stuff.
Yeah.
To be fair, they were nice assets. So it was not too bad, but
There's some really good effects in this. There's some really bad
Yes.
effects in this.
That's true.
It's a big
Yeah.
mix. It's a big
Yeah.
old mix.
One could say it's a golden turd.
Ooh.
Except this is more turd with a little few golden nuggets in
Yeah.
it.
I think if I watched this when I was 5, this might have been my favorite one.
Okay.
Because as a kid, knowing what I liked
Uh-huh.
out of my Christmas films, as a 5-year-old, I would have preferred laughs per minute. I would have
Right.
preferred silly performances like what we get from Martin Short over, hey kids, you gotta believe in Christmas, eh? That's the whole point of the first one, isn't it? I'm gonna rate this the Martin Short sings a parody of a Christmas song about being in the North Pole and being cold. Out of 10, it's a film.
Ho, ho, ho! Now it's time to do...
Hey, who are you?
3.
Get out of here! I'm the real
No,
Santa
it is
Claus.
I am the new Santa now in this timeline.
You sound like you're stuck in a bucket.
Yes, that is because I am Frost, and
Get
I'm
outta here.
continuously sounding like a
Boing!
Ah!
I kicked him.
Yes.
This
Hey,
is-
just as good sound effects that were in 3. The
Exactly.
sound effects were really weird.
They were bad.
Yeah, they were
Every
really
now and
bad.
then there was a genuinely hilarious moment where a character like makes fun of another character, but then we cut to that other character and they go wah wah wah, or like that sort of
there
thing
was some
in the
90s
score.
like sound effects as they were doing things.
It wasn't very. It was annoying.
Yeah.
It's an oldie.
Yeah, well, we were rating them out of 5 before. But
I don't know,
Yeah,
what-
it's an oldie.
I rated it. Martin Short sings a song about
Yeah,
Christmas
that's
out of
true.
5.
We really lost the plot of the whole rating scheme. So I'm gonna rate this. I'll give it an oldie, but also like a 2
Yeah,
out of 5.
that's exactly what I give it. Yeah, 2.
The other ones were 3s for me.
The other
though.
ones were 2.5s for me.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think the first one's like a 2.75.
Ooh.
2.5. 2.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And now, kids, hello, it's me, I'm Santa.
Oh,
Kick you again. Now, you see the thing, you may be wondering, we finished the Santa Claus trilogy. What else are we going to do? Ho, ho,
Yeah,
ho.
what are we...
It's time to watch Three Ninjas.
Nope.
Oh, no, you stabbed me. Yeah, take that, Santa. Oh, no.
Die, Santa!
Oh, no.
Ka-ching!
Oh, I'm dead. Oh.
Oh, thank goodness we killed that Santa.
It's getting a bit cold in this room. I kind of want to put on his jacket.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Then you'd probably get a fourth movie even worse than...
I'm putting it... I've put it on. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, now I'm Santa. Oh, no, what am I going to do?
I don't know, probably milk this series for another couple of movies.
Nah, it's better than watching Three Ninjas 4.
That's true.
Let's get out of here.
Yep.
Let's just go.
Alright, see you later.
I'm out. We're done.
Yep, see you next year. Wait,
Hey, it's
is
me,
this
the
year?
Easter Bunny, and I
No, we're ending the episode right there.